Greetings, traveler. Today I want to play a game called Hardspace Shipbreaker. I'm going to play it as a game dev, so I'll be sharing my thoughts as I'm going through this game. Now, this is not the first time I've played this game. I played it once several years ago. It was a while ago. A friend of mine recommended it to me, and he said that since I'm interested in vehicle combat games and vehicle control games and so on, this would be an interesting game for me to check out. I did play it for maybe 20 minutes, but I really don't remember anything about that session. This game recently had an update. It seems that the IP changed companies. Some new company took ownership of this game. So let's dive in and see what we can do. Okay, so we can choose between OpenShift, Standard, Limited, and No Revival. So it seems that OpenShift has removed shift timer and oxygen for a more relaxed experience. Okay, Standard only has the time, but unlimited lives. Limited and limited is 30 revives. I don't know what that means, or I don't remember. I guess you die in this game. And no revival means one life. So if you die, that's it. But these two are locked by rank, so I guess I don't care about it right now. And then I have to choose between OpenShift and Standard. So completely no limits versus working on time, but with unlimited lives. So typically, whenever I've played video games before, if it's a mode where there is no limit, I'm basically on God mode. I don't feel any enjoyment. I don't feel there's a goal to the system, since you can't die and there's no money to spend, or you cannot, there's no danger. It feels like there is no mission. And that kind of is the thing there. If you do get a mission, and the mission is difficult enough or challenging on its own, even with no time and no lives to spend, it feels good. But if the mission itself is too easy, or it's too sandboxy, I kind of feel like I lose track of what I'm supposed to do. Okay, notification, Link Corporation recruitment services. Shipbreaker application, pave the way to the Galaxy program. Update your application status. Okay. Okay, I don't care about this. So if I see a huge text like that in the beginning, I always wonder why it's necessary. So if you give me a huge text to read through, either it's important, in which case it's too large of a text if it's so important to read up front. And if it's not important to the gameplay, then why should I read it? I know flavor is the thing, but oh well. Voice ID verification. Verify the voice file you submitted in your original application. Okay, I guess this is to choose my character voice. I guess it's not so much about voice, it's about suffering. This game is about suffering. Alright, let's go with this one. This is the one I would least hate to listen to when I'm playing. Orientation preference. Select the orientation scheme for your personal mobility unit. Okay, we're using a Gundam then. Proper settings may improve productivity by up to 40%. So telling me that this will improve something I have no concept of means nothing to me. And I don't know what's standard and inverted. Very troublesome. Very troublesome. I don't have enough information to make a decision here. Standard on what and inverted on what? I have no idea what this means. Meal preference. What? Our food processors serve a variety of diet preferences. Food cost may vary over time. So cryptic. So cryptic. I mean, I don't mind the food, but please don't put plastic in it. Okay, whatever. Nobody ever reads these things. If one of these, like Eddie Izzard was saying, if any of these said I sell my mother to the Chinese, you would say yes. Terms and conditions, no one reads those. Okay. Man, I really remember nothing about this game. I remember there was a gate and I was having trouble going through it, but that's it. This really reminds me of Firefly. I love Firefly so much. So much. It's so sad that
Each day he steps into the yard
they didn't make any more.
to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
I get the thing about the mission and all, but if you look at it from another side, all these people will die for some corporate guy to get rich. It's a bit silly. Human model to do the cutting and so on. I remember that this was basically you used a ship to do the cutting. You were piloting the ship that did the
Cutter
cutting.
9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way.
What? Congratulations, it's now safe to die. Shipbreakers are responsible for the cost of biomaterials used in the Everwork process. An additional fee is required for deaths that occur outside working hours. You may now proceed with salvage training. Good luck. Alright. The automated onboarding procedure costs $500 million. Is that the one that I just skipped? Okay, Mr. Corporate Dude. Tools and equipment. Your suit is outfitted with Van der Waals microfield hand pads, which allow you to grab to virtually any surface. That is good.
All right. Breathe. You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. Alright, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above.
Okay, so far this makes sense, but you know how the song said if my daddy dies at work or something? But the game let us make a female character, so I mean, it's just a detail. Okay, let's look up. Mouse look up.
That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient.
What does that mean? He said that's where the trash gets collected, but what? Where? Is that the place? That over there? What? Roll left for 1 second. Roll right.
Alright. Now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around.
W S A D.
Now vertical control.
Space and C. Why isn't it shift?
Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
Okay. I guess we brake by pressing S.
Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Till there was some complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you?
Brakes. Control or QE? QE, isn't QE the roll one? Why is QE brake? QE is roll. Hold on, let's try it. So if I start accelerating and I press Q, I rotate, I don't brake. What?
Alright. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this crap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Ding, ding. Would you just... There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying, these things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident.
Oh, there's more checkpoints. Wow.
Okay. Let's get a handle on your grapple
Oh
tool.
no, there isn't.
This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around. if it's not too heavy. Give it a go, and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So, when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it.
Okay. Okay. Grapple, push. Is F? Whoa, why am I going up? Man, this is confusing. Grapple. Wow, now I'm going down too fast. Chill, wait. Okay. F is gonna push an object. Focused push when grappled. And F will push multiple objects when not grappled. Okay. And then left click to grapple. And right click to grapple reel when grappled.
Check out your HUD when you've got an object grappled. It shows you the mass of the object and whether you can move it or not.
Where does it say whether I can move with it or not? It's 65 kilos. I have a female character, so is she under 65 kilos? Where does it say if I can move with it or not? Well, I'm moving it, so... what do I have to do again? Use the grapple to push. Okay, let's... okay, it's a one-time thing, okay? And then use grapple to reel, so... okay. And reel is... how do we reel? When grappled, right click. Okay... shit! Whoa! That was intense. Alright, salvage scrap aluminum. How does one scrap aluminum salvage? Do we...
let's try this again. Drop a piece of scrap into the furnace on either side of your bay.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's give it one push. Let's see if it will go. Go up. No, left click. And then push with F.
Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up.
Scanner is T. Oh, hover over an object and scan. You cannot cut or grapple while in scan mode. Okay.
This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting.
Wait, what does that mean? I have to cut exactly here or what? It won't get cut? What's going on? Am I going in the furnace? guess I was. Okay, that's a nice touch. So again, like with all the comments I make, this isn't to say what's right or wrong, or like if the game design here is right or wrong. This is completely my personal experience. What I think when I'm going through a game like this. Oh, shift does push you down. Oh, that's convenient. Yes. And now I have to cut. How do we cut again? View cut point in scan mode. Yes, I'm viewing it. I'm pretty sure. Oh, do I have to view a specific one? Oh, I do. Okay.
You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool.
I am not gonna remember all these shortcuts. Tool menu, cutter.
The cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. Now, it's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move. That's how you do it.
Okay.
Okay. Let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor. Look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
Okay, put one of these pieces in the furnace. I wonder if the grapple push can do that. I thought flying a spaceship in space was difficult. But flying myself in space is even more difficult. Okay, grapple and click and push. Is that going the right way? Maybe. Maybe not. Can't I hold on to it and push it slowly? Can't I? Yeah. Yep. Push. Is that gonna work? Oh, is that gonna work, Traveler? Oh, my UI is melting. Yeah. Did we win?
Valuable component incinerated. Don't do that.
What? What am I supposed to do with it? Oh, salvage and incineration are different things. Why did we burn that other piece then? So here I'm wondering, why is nanocarbon valuable while aluminum is scrap? No one cares about aluminum. You can just burn in hell. Burn in hell, aluminum. Can I, like, drag it with me? No. Yeah, I burned the other piece because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. In you go. Why is my UI melting close to this thing, whatever it is? This thing is not hot, right? Ooh, ooh.
Well, okay.
Ooh,
We're almost done
pulling me
getting
in.
this bay in shape.
It's pulling me in.
Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of.
It's pulling me in.
We're
What?
gonna have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool and start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now.
I wasn't listening to what he was saying because the blue thing was pulling me in. Equip the split saw. How does one split saw equip? Swap tool with V. I am not gonna remember all the shortcuts. Rotate, cut, angle. Right click.
We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Now, ranking up wasn't something I was aware of, but more importantly, what I'm thinking here is I'm confused again because up to now it was all about finding the right cut point, but now it seems that the cut point doesn't matter, but it does matter what direction my cutter, or rather what configuration my cutter is in to use the chainsaw or whatever. And I have to cut the aluminum chunk and reach salvage goal 1. By the way, didn't it say that I'm on a time limit here? Okay. So this is cut and this is something that I must incinerate, I guess. I'm choosing the right piece because it seems to be closer, slightly closer to the furnace. No. Keeping myself level is probably the hardest part of this game. Did I do the right thing?
Raw material accepted.
I guess so. Okay, let's do some more. This game is difficult. I'm not good at doing real-time things. I'm better at commanding things and planning things. wonder if these like repeated pushes have make any difference to the speed it goes in. I hope so.
Raw materials.
But if it does, it's a bit
First
silly.
shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there. Fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in and we'll get started.
Did he call it the master jack? As opposed to the normal jack? So yeah, in the beginning video when they were playing the banjo music, it did feel like Firefly. This, not so much. F, enter, yes. Oh, I'm so happy that this quick entrance saves you. I made $400,000. Well, no, these are credits. These are not dollars. Holy shit. Debt. So my debt is 1.2 billion. I shouldn't be doing this for money. I should start a game company or something. Oh wait. And shift.
New certification level has been achieved. License level increased.
So the certification here is another mystery, because see, this is always a problem in games, right? If the game says you leveled up and you went from level 6 to level 7, and then it doesn't say anything else, it doesn't say you get more skill points or you get more abilities or anything, then that kind of makes the player feel like, or it makes me feel that I haven't really made any progress. So there's like empty levels in between. They feel really weird. So going up ranks or up levels, I don't know, maybe for other people it feels good, but for me personally it makes me feel that this is basically something empty. This is nothing. I didn't actually make progress. And it doesn't feel good, man. So if there is something that's gained with rank 2, I'd like to know it. That would make me feel better for putting the effort in. If nothing was gained from rank 2, but for example there's something at rank 3, then saying something like, you know, one more rank before you unlock the giant drill saw or something, that would help. But this way of presentation makes me feel a bit weird. And shifts. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Okay. Use your hands to brace yourself for heavy impacts. How? How do I use my hands to brace myself for heavy impacts? I'd like to know at least the control here. Not that I'm gonna remember a control from a loading screen, but I feel that this advice by itself is a bit wasted on me.
One incoming transmission waiting.
Yeah, if you're wondering about the sirens, they're not from the station. They are from around my home. Because there's always sirens around my home. On the plus side, this place is super safe. Okay, employee terminal. I can't click the screen, but I can click the letters. That's interesting. Receive call. Yes, I confirm.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. There's everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab. Now, how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick up your training in the morning. Now sleep tight there, Cutter.
Okay. Man, that just That way of presenting the life
Good morning,
and
Cutter 9346
so on makes me feel really
Today's weather report, clear and sunny.
not in a good
with
situation.
a high of -270 degrees.
Yes, we're in space. Oh, reading emails. The joy. Continue. Close.
Rise and shine, Cutter. Hope you feel well rested. Ready to continue your training? Okay, let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation. Go on and give it a read.
So the reason why I skipped those past two screens, so the email and the other one, is if I'm gonna put so much effort into something, I need to know what the assumed reward is. So there was like 7 emails there. Because I didn't click any, I didn't know if there's something important there. But because the game didn't say, you know, I sent, like this guy just now, he said I sent you an email with something important. So because that didn't exist before, I had no motivation to go through the emails. Now because the emails are something from real life, I know that an email can be 1 sentence long, or it could be the Bible long. So if I'm gonna put, and there's several of them, and if I'm gonna put the effort in reading them, I need to know how this is important to the game play, and what's the possible reward of me going through that effort. Without knowing that, and having played, you know, all the games I have in my life, I've been trained to basically ignore all story and all text that is not relevant to gameplay. Gameplay should always be the centerpiece of this kind of experience, I think. Unless, of course, it is a story game, or it is a reading game. Oh, these messages are back to haunt me. What do you want me to do? So, what was his name? Beaver or something? He said something about training. I don't want to read this. I really don't want to read it. Okay. There's the certification screen. And I'm at 2. So at 1, I have 5 links tokens. At 2, I also have 5 links tokens. So by the way, the reason why I'm looking so much into this is because at the moment, so far into the game, I have no sense of progression. The only thing I was told is I'm gonna be cutting metal and making this corporation rich, and I have to pay my debt. But see, the debt part is weird. The debt part is really weird, because this is supposed to be about you know, seeing how fun and how enjoyable this space job is. So that, the way I understood it, is that's the dream that's being sold here. It's gonna be so much fun being in space and cutting things. But the game hits you with this huge debt first thing it does, and so my motivation shifts from let's do something fun to oh my god, you have a huge debt. That really messes up my will to play this game further. And I know that other people don't necessarily think this way. So the only thing and I'm not saying this is good or bad game design either, because I don't know the motivation of the developers at all. So all I can share is me as a simple player playing this, let's say for the first time, what I experience and what thoughts go through my head. So I'm not sure if I'm the target audience for this kind of game, but something of value here is if, let's say, the developer of this game wanted me as a player, then hopefully sharing these thoughts kind of gives a hint at what this game would have to provide for me to have enough motivation to keep playing. So things that are relevant to this game for me and to keep playing would be something like, you know, space is cool, big spaceships are cool, you know, I really appreciate the so-called non-prestigious jobs in the world. So being a simple cook or a simple trash collector or a simple, I don't know, like office worker, I really appreciate these jobs. It's the ones that are basically moving the world. Without those, we would all be in the jungle, you know, trees or something. So I really appreciate this kind of experience. I think it's important work. Personally, I feel that feeding more into that and like glorifying that position, as the game kind of tried to do in the beginning, would be more of a motivation for me rather than this massive debt that's, you know, is basically illegal. Anyway, so because I can't get my motivation from this debt, I'm looking at all the good things that lie ahead to find a possible reward for me in the future to motivate me to play further and to get through the gravity mechanics. So level 2 gets us 20 MP and I have 1. But at level 1 I had 5 of 5 MP. What's MP? And what are links tokens? And how much did we get paid for the previous job? Because we didn't get paid in dollars, so our debt didn't go down. Here's my MP. Anyway, I don't have the answer to these questions, but during next level I'll get 60 MP and still 5 links tokens. It seems that links tokens don't change. Okay, here we go. So in rank 1 we get these tools basically unlocked, and in rank 2 we get the mackerel station hopper unlocked. No idea what this is. Mackerel light cargo unlocked. No idea what this is, but if it has cargo, I guess it's a ship. I guess. So this is one way where I get informed as a player about what's further down the line, and this kind of contextual knowledge kind of informs me of what else there is in the game. But because I haven't seen it yet, I can only make assumptions, and my assumptions could be just wildly off. So we do get this ship. Oh no, it does say ship. I'm an idiot. Yeah. I completely ignored this. So we will get this ship. So we do, okay. And next level we get heavy cargo, and then we get Exolab and another grapple and Atlas Scout Patrol Craft. Okay, so in this game we do unlock other ships. Oh, I like that. That I do like. That I really like. And this game also has this element that I really like in games, where the tutorial so far, I mean, despite all the stuff that I didn't understand, it does, I think, a good job for me to gently introduce me to all the crazy amounts of mechanics that the developers have put in the game. So looking at this, again, just my own personal opinion, the game has all these ships, evidently, and all these tools that are available, although these ranks are a bit worryingly empty. Anyway, the game has all these features that the developers think are fun and they would like me to use. But see, they didn't like front load everything in the beginning saying, here's 7 ships and 32,000 tools, have fun. Or do the tutorial in in the beginning of the game, and then everything is unlocked. This gradual unlocking and tutorialization, if the game continues with it, is, I think, an excellent way to both create content for the game and to make sure that the player doesn't get overwhelmed with information, if that's the case. That's my personal thoughts on it. The only thing that remains is finding out what links tokens are and movement points. MP. Oh, the emails. All right, let's just
Clear
go
as
through
mud?
them.
Don't worry. I'm here to walk you through the process. Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too. All right. Let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
I have no idea what he means. Whatever. See, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Why did he ask me to check an email and he didn't, and I didn't have to check the email? Why did I have to do that just now? Why couldn't he just tell me, like, click on the ship and I'll explain things to you? Why this intermediate step? Why did they write all these things in the email if I'm not supposed to read it? This kind of thing, for me at least, personally, it confuses me. Start shift. What else am I supposed to do? Why is this thing still green? So, looking at my options here, having the task list here is really good. I know what I'm supposed to do. Although I don't know what the ship catalog is. Yeah. So it says enter the ship catalog, but I have no access to the ship catalog now, so my only choice is to explore. Okay. So here's a problem, right? Is the ship catalog in here, so I should investigate the emails more? Is it, well, I guess it's not in the window, or maybe it is, I don't know. Or is it in the equipment room? So basically, I guess it's not in my bed. Something that confuses me at this point is how can I achieve the next objective? Do I do it by starting the shift, or do I go to the equipment room? And here you might be wondering, well, it's fine, like, just try both and see what works. That's a good suggestion, but here, the fact that the start shift button is here creates what we call player stress in me. And the reason for the stress is, if I start the shift, I'm probably gonna jump into the next mission. But Beaver, or whatever his name is, he didn't say start the next mission, he said check the ship catalog. So, I mean, the game is gonna continue either way, but I don't know which option is the correct one for continuing my objective. Posters. What? Yeah, I have no idea where the ship catalog is.
This screen shows which ships you have access to. Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got, or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
Claim a ship. Claim a ship. Of 4. Didn't it say in the level up screen that I only have 2 ships now? Oh, and these cost money, I suppose. How do I pick a ship? So they're all about the same price, so I guess it doesn't matter in the context of the 1.2 billion. So this is good for transport. So this is good for going between stations, I guess, and transport. This is good for light cargo and transport. This is the same. This is also station hopper transport. What's the difference between a station hopper and a light cargo? And why does this one have a repair kit? This is the kind of choice in games that really stresses me. So, I mean, most players when they play a game, they want to do the best action possible, right? So here I'm thinking, if I get the wrong ship, do I have to pay again the cost later if I wanna change? Like here I just don't have nearly enough information to make an informed decision. That's stressful. What do I choose? What do I choose indeed? They all look kind of the same. The station hopper, I don't know, I kind of feel like I shouldn't get the station hoppers because my job is not to hop between stations. It's to cut things. But when I cut things, I send them to be incinerated in the larger ship. So is it important for my ship to have cargo or cargo capacity? Anyway, I have no idea about these things. The only thing I do know for sure is that this guy here gets an extra repair kit at level 4. I didn't know that ships have levels. And the others don't apparently. So let's go with this one, knowing nothing about what lies ahead. So, the standard issue Link's spacesuit can be upgraded for greater resistance to fire, electricity and coolant. Does that mean resistance to coolant, or that it has coolant? I will assume that it has coolant. Oh. Yeah, I forget I have to press space.
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter. Weaver out.
Why did I sign up for this job to take on debt? That doesn't make any sense. Like, who signs for a job that will give them debt? That doesn't make any sense, man. This is really weird. And we still don't know what MP is. Anyway, I guess we should start cutting. Whoa, there's a lot to cut. How can we cut? How can we cut the inside parts? The game said we're on a timer, but I don't see the timer. Maybe they will show the timer later. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized we're not in a ship. This is the ship to cut. Wow. That's... I completely misunderstood this part. Completely, though. This doesn't cut it. Cut above grade. Where can I cut it? Impossible to cut. Impossible to cut. Which part of this ship is possible to cut? I guess this beam here?
I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first. But trust me, soon enough, you'll be stripping the huge Gecko-class freighters like nothing. Got my start, salvaging back down Earthside, in the droid scrapping biz. You know what made me come up here? One day, we got a batch of this particular model in, one of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people-looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them, mothballed for, 20 years or so, since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things looked exactly like my stepbrother Jed. Even had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. I tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. We were out.
It's a good thing that I found out that I can go into the ship, because I was about to call it. I was about to say, okay guys, I don't know I don't know how you cut this ship. So that's it for me today. But now what I'm thinking is that I would like to know how long I need to keep the beam on these things to cut them, because without knowing it, I kind of feel like I'm wasting too much time on each individual joint. And man, there's so many joints. I feel like the jump from the previous stage to this one is gigantic. In the previous stage, basically I had to do one, and now it's like, okay, you know how to do one, now go ahead and do 5 billion of them. Do I have to cut all of them? Okay, before we cut like the whole thing, let's try to see if we can at least push this this one piece into the furnace. Let's also find the furnace. Whoa. Whoa. Is that gonna bounce off and go in? Do you think? Do you think we're that lucky? Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Raw material deposited.
Yeah, baby, you're lucky. You're so lucky. Dun, 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 dun. Where was... Okay. I mean... Come on, I don't have to do the whole ship just to pass the level, do I? What's this? Can I pick it up? Nope. So I have... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do. I just need to keep cutting these. I have to destroy these bits. So this part should be free now. I guess it is free. These things... Oh wait, can I... No, they're on the other side. So I can't melt those. Oh, but I can melt this. I like this mechanic. I like how it gets detached automatically and goes towards the outside all on its own. That's convenient. That planet over there could be a little higher resolution, I think. So this is nanocarbon. So we need to keep it. We need to put it in there. Can we push it all in there, or is it too big? Forward, 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 forward. I'm pressing forward. I'm pressing forward. Come on. Come on. How do I save myself?
Shift halted. Higher work rates may be required to offset unscheduled personal time.
What on earth is up with this game? Why did I get sucked into the furnace?
All right. Breathe. You okay? Got yourself good there. Don't sweat it. Happens to the best of us. Always good to review your spare replacement form. See how you can avoid future mishaps. Too many spares will rack up the debt, and that's how they get you. Okay, let's get back to work. Weaver out.
So it seems that the game is aware of the fact that it's the same me that got somehow reconstructed and I can continue the work. But in the form just now it asked me to inform, or it said it would inform my next of kin of what? If I didn't die, why did I need to inform my next of kin? So you might be thinking here, you know, this is thinking of it too seriously and, you know, this is just a game, which is a valid point if this was a light-hearted, you know, don't worry, just have fun kind of game. But this isn't that kind of game. This game does everything it can to keep things as realistic as possible. There's a gravity, there's, you know, this UI, the debt, the seriousness of the training and so on. So everything here is pointing to realism rather than, you know, light-hearted cartoon kind of gameplay. So since it is going that direction, I was kind of expecting the story and the forms and so on to be more aligned. Again, this isn't to say that everybody would think so. It's just my own personal thoughts. Anyway, this game is a bit, yeah, it's interesting to go through. Alright, can we save? Abandon shift. I guess you save by going back to your home. Is that true? Can we save back at home? So the reason why I'm thinking about the save is that, you know, after the first tutorial level, which was just one piece of metal and it already took us like so long, now if the only next milestone is cutting up the entire ship, that's gonna take, I don't know about hours, but it probably will take me days of playtime to do it. So of course I'm gonna finish it in one go. So I'm thinking, I was hoping I would be able to save in front of that ship in space, but it didn't give me the option. So I'm hoping that at least back at the ship I can get this option. MP and LP. What? Ostensibly still the capital of the solar system. Oh, Earth, yeah. Earth is now considered a backwater by most colonies.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy the following inspirational message. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do, you will be successful.
I would love it more without $1 billion in debt. Reminder, minimum payments are due by 10 a.m. Solar Standard Time each day. Failure to pay on time is considered a breach of contract. Thank you for your hard work and cooperation. Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, to me personally, that's just stressful. It's very much a remember you're here forever kind of situation, which is not great. Okay, and now back here we get the option to save. I didn't say I want to leave, I want to save. Why is it asking me if I want to leave? Okay, so I guess it saves automatically every time you go out. Anyway, okay, I think that's about enough for one session for me. My thoughts on this is, yeah, personally I would like to see shorter term goals, because I think cutting up the entire ship is a bit too much for a second objective, and a bit less stress on how big the debt is and how little progress you've made and how easy it is to die. I didn't understand why I got pulled into the fire furnace. When I was trying to push objects into the furnace, they seemed to decelerate the closer they got to the furnace, which is weird for objects in space, right? Because when I gave them the initial push, they seem to be accelerating at a good pace, but I don't know if it's because of the distance. When they were getting further away, they seemed to be slowing down, and they were slowing down more and more and more as they were going close to the furnace. But when I got close to the furnace, I seemed to be accelerating more and more towards it the closer I was to it. And even when I grabbed onto a solid thing, that wasn't enough to keep me out of the furnace, which is strange, and it completely crushes my confidence of being able to do this better the next time. I mean, the only thing I can think about is, you know, stay away from the furnaces, I guess. I don't know, that's a part that for me personally didn't feel great. Anyway, this is not again to say that this game is good or bad, right? Or that there's a right or wrong choices in the development of this game. This is just my personal thoughts, and this is the kind of comment that players would give playing a game for the first time if they could vocalize all of their thoughts. So this isn't to say if I'm a good potential customer for this game. This is just little tiny opportunities that can be improved if the developers would want to expand their target audience, I suppose. So it's just an exercise in what could be, and not to say that the game as it is right now is good or bad. It's just some personal thoughts of mine. Anyway, I hope you found this instructive. I hope it helps you to understand the game development and game playing experience a little better. If you have any questions about this process, or if there's a game you'd like me to cover, please let me know down below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have fun.